What keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is my drive. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing if I'm not if I'm gonna take the extra time out of my day to do something. I'm gonna give it my all. I want to be the best at it. I know bodybuilding is frowned upon and say you the best, you will be the best. I don't care. If I'm doing it, I'm going to give it my all because I want to be the best. I don't train on. I don't cheat on my diet. I don't care what it is. I'm not eating no extra gram of peanut butter. I ain't taking no sipping no diet. I don't even drink soda. You know, you see dudes drinking diet soda. To me, that's weak. I'm a lock in. That's what a real dog is. A real dog can flip that switch, go cold turkey, and get in his bag to get the results that he want to get. You can't say you really want something if you're not willing to flip that switch, no matter how hard it is. Flip the switch and get in your bag. Put in the work that everybody else can't do or having a hard time doing so you can get to where you're trying to go. What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy, Big Takeover, checking in again. We back with another video, man. Yeah, I see where we at today, man. It's been a long time since we've been over here. It's been, shoot, probably well over a month since I've been over here. We over here at AFF, man, AKA the Cave, baby. It's Sunday, and ain't too many people in here. I got practically the whole gym to myself. It's only probably about 4 other people in here, which is good, you know, ain't got to wait on the equipment and things like that today. Today we got chest on the menu. I was going to take today off because my kids start school tomorrow, but they all gone today, so I decided to come train today. Then I'm gonna take tomorrow off and spend time with them, you know, after the first day of school. We finna get busy, man. Y'all see the boy hoodied up. It's hot up in here. It's probably about 100 degrees in here, no exaggeration. But y'all see I got the hoodie on. And a lot of people ask, why do I wear hoodies? You know, I wear hoodies not only to cover myself up, but the hotter your body temperature is, the more calories you'll burn, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I know I'm a bodybuilder. Well, I'm not technically a bodybuilder, I body build, and I'm preparing for a competition. So there's really no need for me to, it's just me personally, to walk around in tank tops and shirt off, you know, every chance I get. I like to focus on my workouts and not be all in the mirror, flexing and posing, you know, throughout my whole workout. But we finna get busy. I ain't doing no compound movements today, such as bench press or heavy dumbbell press, things like that. Today is going to be a machine-based training day, you know. So we're gonna get down with the hammer strengths, all machines today, man. No dumbbells today. But let's get to it, man. We ain't gonna do too much talking. I don't really have good service in here, so the music situation is a little jacked up, but it's all good. Give me time to talk to the people, man. Really focus on talking to y'all today. We're gonna start on this hammer strength flat press. Get a good stretch. Yeah, I see, as of lately, I've been back on my gym hopping thing, you know what I mean? Switching up the vibe, switching up the equipment. As I get deeper into my cut, I think I'm gonna spend more time over here. You know, it's just less people, less distractions, and they have every piece of equipment that you can ask for in here, you know, for every body part, you know. So I think I'm gonna spend the majority of my time over here as I get deeper in my cut. Like I shared with some of you guys, I don't really speak on it, but this is my last run at the pro card, guys. This is my last run, so it's gonna go one or two ways. I'm gonna secure that pro card, or I'm not, you know, but I'm gonna give it all I got, you know, and that's all I can do, bro. Give it all I got, literally everything I have in the tank. Checking off every box from diet, mental health, physical health, everything, bro. Cardio, rest days, everything I'm gonna give 100%. You know, that way, either way it go, I'll be happy with the effort that I put in. You know what I mean? And I get some people like, oh, bro, you shouldn't give up, or this your last run. You gotta understand, guys, bodybuilding is expensive, very expensive. I have children, that I have to provide for, maintaining you know what I mean, just a life outside of bodybuilding. I don't mind investing in myself or I don't mind doing it. Let's say, I'm trying to choose my words correctly. I don't mind going through the process. You know what I mean? This will be my 4th time going to nationals. And I'm just at the point, bro, I'm tired of competing for free. You know what I mean? I invest so much time, energy, and make so many sacrifices for the bodybuilding lifestyle that it's beginning to not make sense to me to continue to do it for free. You know what I mean? I still do YouTube, of course, and I'm gonna still work out. Of course, I've been doing so since more than half of my life, you know what I mean? But as far as competitive bodybuilding, I'm gonna be, if I get my pro card, then I'm gonna continue to compete as a pro. But if I don't get my pro card this time, that's gonna be it when it comes to competitive bodybuilding. Now I still probably bodybuild, but not, I'm gonna still train, but I still probably bodybuild, but just not competitively bodybuild. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it's expensive, and I can use that money that I would continue to invest into bodybuilding to get nothing out of it, to make sure my family's straight, start building towards, generational wealth and things like that. Now I do it because I know that you can succeed in bodybuilding, or even in just fitness, or just posting content. You can be very successful. I know a lot of people that are very successful from competing in bodybuilding, from posting fitness content, or anything fitness related. I know a lot of people that are very successful doing so. But like I said, I work a regular 9 to 5, guys. So I'm balancing everything with my 9 to 5, with my 9 to 5 pay. So I'm balancing. Bodybuilding comes last. Taking care of my family, paying my bills, doing anything extra that they may need or want. And then I have to spend, my money that I set aside for bodybuilding, which a lot of times things be tight, because bodybuilding ain't cheap, bro. Bodybuilding is not cheap by any means. So, we gonna grind, we gonna grind and grind for the best. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna say hope for the best, we gonna grind for the best, and we just gonna proceed as if we're gonna make things happen. You know what I mean? I know for a fact if I give my 100% all, with the coaching that I have now, and I check every box, focus on my mental health, don't get overwhelmed with things, and just take it one day at a time and enjoy the journey. I know I'm unstoppable. I know I'm gonna secure that card. You know what I mean? So therefore, I'm gonna grind as if I'm preparing for a pro show and not a national level show. That way, and this is the thing, I compare myself to 212 pros already. I'm not one of those guys who compare themselves to other amateur athletes. I'm comparing myself to the 212 pros already. That way, I'm focusing on exercises to build my physique to look like a pro before I turn pro, if that makes sense. I'm doing a little bit too much talking, but I just wanted to be open with you guys and share that with you guys, because a lot of people may think, that since I post content and things like that, that I'm not normal or something, you know what I mean? I'm normal. I just like to share my journey with you guys throughout these videos, But I'm a normal guy, bro. I work a regular 9 to 5 just like most of you guys. I ain't like, like as some of y'all may know, like I said, my car got totaled out probably like 6 weeks ago. So I've been grinding, working 50 plus hours a week, trying to stack my paper so I can get me another whip, you know what I mean? So this goes to show, bro, I'm not above anyone, man. I grind and go through things just like y'all, bro. I just grind with the purpose and with the vision of succeeding. It's not easy. You know, a lot of people bend, a lot of people fold, and a lot of people don't understand my mentality and my mindset on a day-to-day basis. But at the end of the day, I look at it like this. Many people won't understand because many people are not successful in life, you know, and that's just being real, depending on what your definition of successful is. Many people haven't accomplished their dreams and their goals in their lifetime. So a lot of people won't understand because a lot of people don't have the mentality to just focus on a grind, to miss out on fun, to lock in, be secluded, to give 100% at what you're doing. It's gonna be hard. And like I tell people all the time, bro, it's gonna be hard regardless. It's gonna be hard whether you live in a content life and you frustrated because you're doing something every day for a living that you don't enjoy, or it's gonna be hard for grinding for what you want. I'd rather grind now and I'd rather for it to be hard now, grind now, accomplish my goals and succeed, opposed to party now, be laxy daisy now, and thinking things are gonna be handed to me and then be living in regret when I get, you know, older in life. You know what I mean? No, I truly wanna go through the grind and go through the mud now to accomplish things and become successful, financially stable, financially free, financially comfortable. That way my kids don't have to go through the mud like I did. You know, I've already broken, I don't call them generational curses, I call them generational cycles. I already broke the cycle, you know, just from me being a father to my children, a full-time father at that, to my children. I don't know how many of y'all can relate, but I'm sure there's a lot of guys who can relate. I didn't have a father figure growing up, you know what I mean? My mom and my grandma raised me, you know, just keeping it a bean. So I broke that cycle of men not being there for their children. You know, fatherhood ain't easy, but that's what makes you a dog. See, a lot of people think you a dog because you lift weights. No, you gotta be a dog inside and outside that gym. You know what I mean? And being a father to your children, that's a dog. If you plant the seeds, you gotta water them. Otherwise, you're a coward. So in simple terms, I'm saying if you have kids, raise your kids. Otherwise, you're a coward. There's no excuse. I don't care what the excuse is. But hey, that's just my logic, you know what I mean? So, but let me get to this work, man. I'm talking a little too much. Ush, ush. I like this little machine, man. Get a good chest pump, and it's not as stressful as dumbbells or barbells. Like I always tell people, man, there's a benefit to both. There's benefits to using machines, and there's benefits to using free weights. You just have to be able to dissect and identify which one would be more beneficial for you that current training session if you're not on the set program. You know, y'all know I love to bang the free weights. I love to get busy with the barbells and the dumbbells. But on those days when you're fatigued, which you're gonna have those days when you're cutting more than not, you know what I mean? But I don't use that as an excuse to not go hard. And that's what separates winners from losers. I don't use excuses to not go hard or to not give max effort. I adapt, you know, so a lot of guys are like, oh, I'm coach cut my carbs, and oh, I'm weak and this and that. You weak here. That's why it's getting to you. Because y'all see, no matter where I'm at in prep, I still train the same. You adapt as needed, but still train the same. If the mission is the same, the grind has to be the same. You can't expect to get elite results. And this is in anything, not just bodybuilding. You can't expect to get elite results given piss poor effort. You know, if everybody could succeed from giving piss poor effort, everybody would be successful. There's a reason why it's not as many successful people as there is unsuccessful people, because everybody don't have that dog in them. Everybody don't have that drive, that work ethic, that mentality to get up and get it no matter what. No matter how hard it is, no matter how tired you is, you got to get to it. That's it, that's all. No excuses, because work produces results, not excuses. Let's get to it. Yep, yeah. Oh yeah. Feeling good, nice and light, man. I should be doing sets of 12. I'm gonna keep progressing until I get to my top set. Yeah, I might do a drop set. We're gonna start using top sets for drop sets on days. So on most days, moving forward, we're gonna use top sets for drop sets on the first couple of exercises. So we're gonna keep progressing. As you can see, I'm getting 12 reps each weight. No matter how much weight you got, focus on that form. If you can incorporate more weight while keeping strict form, then do so. If you can't, keep strict form, lighten the load. It's much more beneficial to lighten the load and get clean reps opposed to putting a ton of weight on that you cannot control to get sloppy reps. At the end of the day, we want to build the body, we want to build strength. We don't want to build ego. Build the body, build strength. Let's play though. They got 45s all over this mug. I gotta find some weights, man. I'm gonna keep it rolling though, because I also want you guys to see that I don't take super long breaks between my sets. And I also don't do sets just for the gram. You know what I mean? You know, a lot of people be under the impression that, because a lot of people do just do sets for the gram, or, you know, just do sets. They do enough to take their clothes off in the gym and post a picture, you know, which a lot of guys do look good. But the thing is, when it comes to this bodybuilding lifestyle, it's easy to look good standing alone. You know, most guys, and this is facts. Most guys that post picture after picture after picture, shirtless, and you know what I mean, looking good under the special lights with the different angles. They look good in person, but when they get on stage, their look almost never transfers to the stage. Because the thing is, on stage, you compete, you getting compared to other guys. This is bodybuilding. You getting compared to other guys. You can't dictate the lights on the stage. So you often hear guys use, oh, the lighting was this, and that. Man, everybody stood under the same light. The guy that beat you stood under the same light as you. So you can't use lighting as an excuse. You know, and that's also another reason why I don't be shirt off and tank tops on. Hardly ever you guys see me train with a tank top or peel off in the gym. You know what I mean? Because my mind be focused on, outside of filming for you guys, my mind be focused on getting the most out of these exercises that I possibly can to build my physique. When it comes time to show my physique, then I want to make sure I'm ready. But other than that, I don't want you guys to just get caught up in the way that I'm looking on a day-to-day basis. I want you guys to pay attention to the work that I'm putting in. A lot of guys show the work, especially when they come to this bodybuilding. I mean, a lot of guys show their physiques. Every post almost be like a shirtless picture, pose, and this and that. But how many guys are actually showing their work on a day-to-day grind? It's not a lot. Oh yeah. Let's lay down. I probably need to put another quarter under there so I can so it won't be so hard for me to get up under it. But I also don't want to shorten my range of motion by doing so. Let's play it up though. Going on 5 patties, man. We're gonna see if we can max it out today, guys. See if I get a better angle so my face be up in that thing. Yes, sir, ski. Good old chest and tricep day at the cave, baby. Yeah. And I go home. Well, I gotta stop at the store, get some ground beef, get the big tube. I forgot. I think it's like a 10-pound tube for $50. Stop and get that, cook that up. You know, get my meals ready for tomorrow. And then I might do my meals for the next 2 days, so I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. And then kick back, man, for the rest of the day. Get my mind right, man, relax. Get ready for the work week. Sometimes it gets frustrating, guys. Sometimes I start to feel discouraged. But just like I told y'all, I have to remind myself, if it was easy, everybody could do it. If it was easy to succeed, everybody would be successful. It's easy to go kick it. It's easy to be content. It's easy to be lazy or not do things when you don't feel like it or because you don't feel like it. But when you do things that you know you should do to help you get better when you don't feel like it, that builds courage, that builds mental strength and physical strength, because you're mentally and physically doing something that you don't really want to do. So like I always tell folks, bro, like when that alarm go off in the morning and you tired and you don't want to get up because you don't want to go to work, but you force yourself to get up and go to work because you know if you don't work, you ain't getting that check. You gotta have that same mentality when it comes to everything in life, especially when it comes to chasing your goals. If getting up, going to work that job that you don't like every day, if you can get up and do that when you don't feel like it, that should make you want to get up and chase your dreams even more when you don't feel like it. You know what I mean? You often hear, like when I get to work, bro, I hear guys crying and complaining. We hit the clock at 5. By 5:05, man, fuck this shit, bro. I'm tired, man. I'm sick of this shit, this, that. But you've been working here 10 years, bro. So that means you've been saying this same thing for 10 years. But when you get off work, you go home, kick back, watch you some football or some TV shows, drinking you some beer on the couch. Y'all kicking it every weekend, blowing your check, buying designer clothes, and you know what I mean? So that's what they call the rat race. You just a hamster on a treadmill running the place, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to be on the treadmill running the place. I'm trying to move, but I'm trying to get further. I'm trying to progress as I move. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be hard. Place, let's get it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to let this thing up, guy. I'm gonna have to add another quarter underneath. Hopefully I can. Yeah, because I can't get up under that mug. Add them quarters underneath there. Give me a little leeway so I can get up under it. That's also why you guys hardly ever see me training with other people. Because I know my grind, my determination, and my mentality is different from most. A lot of people won't understand. So with that being said, it'd be best that I rock solo because I understand why I'm doing what I'm doing. You dig? Let's work. Oh yeah, that's more like it, guys. Yes, sirski. That's good money, baby. Let's get one more, guys. All right, guys. So we got a good drop set on that flat press. That was a good one, guys. Chest got a crazy pump. Now we on to this incline press. I don't know how many chest exercises I'm gonna do today. Today is just a chest. I might just do a flat incline. Pec deck and do a couple sets of arms, triceps, and get up out of here. Like I said, today was supposed to be the rest day. I'm kind of tired, but I'd much rather train today since the kids was gone and be at home with them on the first day of school. I mean, after the first day of school. But we just gonna take it one exercise at a time, one set at a time, one rep at a time. Long as you give every set your all max effort, meaning get the best out of every rep, it don't really matter how many exercises you do. Long as the exercises that you do are being performed efficiently, then you're getting what you need to get from the workout. I mean, so we're gonna do about 4 sets over here. I'm gonna plate up. So luckily I already got some of the 45s over here. I'm ready to get home and relax, man. So like I say, through it all, man, through me having to get a new car or save my bread for a new car, through me, my kids starting school tomorrow, so school shopping must be done, paying bills, and contributing towards the bodybuilding lifestyle. That's a lot on the plate, you know what I mean? So that's also, when guys be like, man, what keep you motivated? How you be able to go to the gym and put in that pain like that every day? Bro, what keeps me motivated is knowing what all I have to get done. Because before anything, the gym was therapy to me. Once I learned to work out, the gym became therapy to me. Like when I come to the gym, I unplug from the world. Phone on do not disturb most times. I'm talking to y'all and I'm locked in on these weights, bro. Outside of it being my therapy, like I say, if I'm gonna compete, I'm gonna give it my all, trying to elevate to the next level. I want to be elite. I want to be at the top of the game. So that there is motivation as well. Knowing everything that I sacrificed and everything that I put into this grind, I want it to pay off. So I'm gonna go hard. I'm gonna go to the max, bro. So those are the things that keep me motivated. I'm at a point in my life where I don't do things for fun. I had a lot of fun in my teens and all through my 20s, bro. You know, I don't much do things for fun unless it's with my family, but outside of that, I'm not in the phase of life where I want to kick it. I'm in the phase of life where I want to grow and build, and this is why I try to embed these things into my children at a young age, and teach them about finances, teach them about paying bills, health insurance. These are the conversations that I've had with my daughters and even with my son, just teaching them the value of a dollar, the value of time, because in today's society, with social media and all these TV shows, most people be under the impression, especially the younger generation, that things work like popcorn. You can put them in a microwave and in a couple minutes you got a full bag. It don't work like that in the real life. If you don't work, you don't eat. Nobody cares about your excuses. Nobody cares about how tired you are. Nobody cares in the real world, bro. You know what I mean? And I hold myself to that standard. I remind myself that every day. Nobody gives a fuck about your excuses. People want to see you produce. No matter what is in, people want to see you produce. If you go to work and you're not producing, guess what? They're going to fire your ass. They don't give a fuck about you. You create your worth, you create your value. And how you do that is from the work that you put in on a day-to-day basis. You know what I mean? You don't give other people the opportunity to create your worth and your value. The work that you put in is going to create your work and your value. That should be enough said right there. And not everybody is going to value you. Not everybody is going to see your worth. You have to understand that. But long as you see your worth and you know your value, that's all that should matter. Because you don't want people around you who don't see your worth and your value anyway. People who want to fake see you win, but once you start winning or they feel like you're progressing more than them, the hate start to come out of the show, they shouldn't be around you. You got to pick and choose your circle wisely. Back in my younger days, man, I had a large circle. I had a lot of guys around me. And to this day, bro, I only talk to one dude out of that whole circle. I only talked to one dude from my childhood. All the mother jokers, we grew apart. No ill will, we grew apart. Dudes crossed me over females or whatever the case. You know what I mean? But I still remain that same me with that same vision. Of course, I got much wiser and smarter and learned how to move more strategically. Like I said, I partied throughout my 20s. But some guys, a lot of folks who I went to school with still on their party stuff, going to the club. I own club. I had my, last year before I started prep back in September, that whole summer, bro, I partied, I was drinking, and time got away from me, bro. Time got away from me. I had a goal set. To accomplish in 1 year. And time truly got away from me. And when that year mark came, which is coming up in October, I didn't accomplish my goal because I was distracted from partying, kicking it, trying to be on the scene. Man, that shit is worthless, bro. That shit worthless. So that's what keep me motivated, accomplishing these goals, bro. Straight like that. That party and shit, it's cool to celebrate sometimes. But I'm the type of guy, bro, if I'm not accomplishing my goals, what am I celebrating? Why am I celebrating being complacent, content? That's what in my opinion, that's what a lot of people do. That ain't what I'm on. Ooh, it's heavy right here. Arf, arf, arf. Ooh, that joker was heavy. Them machines hit good, man. I can't hold you. Machines hit good. It's a time, like I say, it's a time and a place for machines. When you feeling fatigued, like you can't bang them free weights, take advantage of them machines. Now, I ain't saying just go in the gym and strictly bang machines every day, all day. You can get results from that, 100%. But like I always say, my goal is to be swole and strong. I'm trying to achieve both, so you build strength from banging free weights. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go up to 5 plates for the 3rd set, and then I'm gonna go back down to 4 for the 4th set. That's gonna be a back down set. Ooh, let's get it. All right, guys, so we're on the final set. Ooh, y'all see that last set with the 5 plates? It was a set to failure. Meaning I got everything that I could out of that set. I could have did a drop set. I just didn't feel like it, to be honest. But we're gonna do a back down set with these 4 plates. We're gonna aim for 10 to 12 reps, and then we're gonna move on to some sort of fly machine to target the inside of the pecs. Sheesh. That wasn't 10, but we gonna go for a 10, you heard? I gave him max effort. Whew. Yeah, we're gonna go get some sort of fly machine in, guys. And that's gonna be the icing on the cake for chest. Then I'm gonna hit 2, maybe 3 tricep exercises. And we're gonna go on and get up out of here. Drop them hundreds for your boy if you still here, man, and hit that thumbs up. All right, guys. So now we up front. Now it's down here from now, man. Easy exercises. So you can get on this pec deck. It's a different kind of pec deck. It's made by, who is this thing made by? Flex. You know, this is not a machine that my other gyms have to offer, so this is something that I'm gonna take advantage of. Since I made the drive to come over here, I'm gonna use machines, you know, that I can't use at the gyms closer to my house. This is a pretty good one. Hold on. There it is. Adjust it a bit so I can get a good stretch. You want to be sure that you're getting a good stretch. There we go. Chest should be wide open. Boom. Different angles. Mm. Yeah, I still would like to get a deeper stretch, though. I wish I could let the back piece back just a little bit, but that doesn't move. Just put it back a little bit so I can get a better angle. Add a little more weight. And when you're doing pec decks or any pec fly or cable fly, etc., you should feel it in your pecs, bro. You shouldn't feel it in your shoulders. Like that goes back to the chart that I posted showing how to engage the pecs and eliminate as much shoulder strain as possible. It's the same concept on here. You have to find your sweet spot to where the tension is on the pecs and not on your shoulders. With that being said, you want to be sure that you're not reaching too far back. Like I probably can go back one more. Let's see. I probably can go back one more to get a deeper stretch, but you should feel the stretch in your pecs and you shouldn't feel the stress in your rotator cuffs. So with that being said, boom, boom. Big chest, now it's on my chest. The stress is on my pecs. Right here, this is it. Contract, boom. Control, stretch the pec, contract. Oh, that's money right there. Whew. Good contraction. A nice chest pump from that. So we're gonna do 2 more of those. Then we're gonna move on to the triceps. Add a little more weight to the plate. Probably add about, let's see, we at 120. Let's go up to 140. See how that 140 feel. We'll keep them breaks nice and short. 30 seconds to a minute. You know, I don't really watch the time and be precise with it. I just kind of got a feeling. But when it comes to like bench press squats, heavy dumbbell press, deadlifts, and things of that nature, I don't really pay attention to the time. I perform my sets on those compound exercises as I feel that I've recovered enough post set to be efficient and give max effort my next set. So let's say if I take a set for a 225, for example, for a spin on squats, if my heart rate is still elevated, you know, within a minute to 90 seconds after performing my set, I'll take an extra minute or so if I have to. I don't take powerlifting breaks, 5, 10, 15 minutes between sets. If it takes me 3 minutes to recover, then so be it. I'd rather take that 3 minutes between my set to recover and give max effort my following set, opposed to rushing back, you know, 30 to 60 seconds after my set and giving a half-ass set because I'm winded. I haven't caught my breath from my previous set. On these don't require, exercises like this don't require as much, so you're not getting as winded as you would on a compound lift. So it's cool to rush yourself back into these exercises after 30 to 60 seconds. Let's get it. Set 3. Stretch it. Contract. Oh yeah. We're gonna get one more of these guys. Then I'm gonna go back to the back and hit some pull down, some press down exercises with the cable. Ooh. All right, guys, so now we on to the triceps. Let me get some tricep press downs. Nice and controlled. We're gonna do 4 sets of those total. Go back up front. Hit some machine dips and we're gonna get up out of here, guys. What time is it? And it's 2:39. Yeah. We'll get up out of here. By the time I get to the crib, it'll probably be about 4:30 going on. Yeah, almost done. I needed this session today though. Light it back up a little bit. Go back to 130. Get these last 2 sets, 15 reps. Whew. And Sherski. Got a nice pump today, guys. Shirt probably soaking wet up under this hoodie. Man, I'm excited for this cut. Haven't really been focused. Well, I mean, I have been focused on the cut, but I haven't been much thinking about the process of it because I got so much other stuff going on. So that's a good thing. I ain't in my head about the, you know, the time length of the cut because I'm focused on different time frames for different things. Ooh. One more of them bad boys. Keep it rolling. Knock this last one out. Got up there at that fasted cardio this morning. 30 minutes on the spin bike. Then once I prep my food and other things, I'm gonna get on that walk pad. If I haven't accomplished 10,000 steps by the end of the day, by like 8 o'clock, I'm gonna get on that walk pad and knock out some steps so I can crack 10,000 steps for the day. All right, guys, final exercises for the day. Yep. We're gonna hit 3 of them and that's ball game. I like this machine because I'm able to lean forward to engage my pecs while blasting my triceps. It's 2 different ways that you can do dips. You can do dips sitting straight up to where you just mostly targeting triceps. Yeah, you can do them as I'm doing them. Whether you're doing machines or you know, body weight or weighted, you can lean forward to engage the pecs a lot more. So 3 of them joints. Them headphones is done for. I might have to give me some new ones eventually. Yeah. Let's get it. Yep. Ooh, we got one more, guys. And that's a wrap. We're gonna go full stack for this one. So that's it for today's chest and tricep session, man. Hope y'all enjoyed the footage. I appreciate everybody for all the support. Rocking with your boy, man. The channel growing. We almost hit 31,000 subscribers, guys. You know what I mean? The views ain't really much growing, but the subscriber count is growing. And I see the engagement, man, in the comments, bro. And I'm thankful, grateful, and very appreciative for each and every one of y'all who support, man. It means a lot, you know what I mean? It means a whole lot, bro. You know what I mean? So I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. And once I get a little bit back on track, man, I want to do some kind of giveaway or something, man. I'll probably give out like, I don't know, man. We ain't go. I'm gonna do some kind of giveaway though once I get back on track and get caught back up, you know, in real life. But man, I appreciate y'all rocking with your boy. Don't forget to drop them hundreds in the comment section. Hit the thumbs up for your boy, man. It's free. Hit the thumbs up, share the video if you can. Follow me on IG _ the takeover. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man. Holla back at your boy.